Hey guys, Tyler here from Tyler's Cichlid Collection. I have an interesting video I want to cover today, and it's about the ethics of fish keeping. Because I'm looking around on YouTube and I'm not seeing as much videos about people talking about like what kind of person you got to be to get into this hobby. Anybody can do it, I guess, but there's people out there that have heart. I hate going into PetSmart or Petco, and those people are telling other people stuff that it's just to make a sale. It's not even about the life of the fish. I mean, the Petco that I go to, shout out to Dakota and Miles at that Petco. Those guys actually care about the fish that they're selling, and that's something that I wish everybody from Petco and PetSmart did, or any of those bigger chains, even some of the local fish stores that aren't big corp. They're same thing. They're just out to make a sale, and it's people like that that ruin the hobby. And who can blame them? Because people don't know. They go in to learn at that moment in time. They don't do research. Look, if you're a beginner, all I'm trying to say is, please do your research. Okay? It may sound fun to get in the hobby at first, but you gotta realize that it's not gonna be pretty unless you put the work in. It's not gonna be a long-lasting life for your fish if you don't put your work in. Now, I mean, like this saltwater tank, dude. I just started saltwater, and to be honest, I'm absolutely loving every single aspect of it. But I also put my time in. I put my research in. I made sure I did my homework about every little thing that's in this tank. Okay, like that's the kind of dedication you got to have. And then, if you have a busy schedule and stuff, and you think it's okay to keep fish, well, you better put your time in for your fish, or you're going to be out $200-300 at the end of the month. It's stuff like that. Keep your water changes up. Watch your parameters. Check your heat. Make sure everything's working okay. Make sure you have freaking drip loops on your power. Stuff like that. You got it's all that stuff that you got to do, and eventually after a while it starts to calm down. You get all the hard stuff out of the way, and once you get it out of the way, the hobby becomes a lot easier. You get a lot more experience. You're ready for trying out newer things. Like, guys, the whole point of this video is I just want every beginner to watch this and realize that you need to do your research first. Go into the store that's nearest to you and find the best fish, the best looking fish in there. I don't care if it says easy, intermediate, advanced fish. It doesn't matter. Do your research on them before purchasing them, okay? Because most of the time the rating of how hard it is to keep a particular animal coming from like a Petco or a PetSmart, like, dude, I started with African cichlids and they're listed as advanced. But you know what? They lasted because I did my research. And don't get me wrong, there is going to be times when you will lose a fish. That's going to happen. That's something to expect in this hobby, because it helps you learn best. But going in with a blindfold on, just trying to jump into this hobby thinking you're hot right off the bat, that's the worst kind of thinking there is. Like lately, I saw a lady on Facebook on one of my fish forum sort of pages, and she was asking for help. She had a full-grown Oscar, a 13-inch Oscar, in a 60 tall tank, and dude, the fish couldn't move, and she's wondering why she's having problems. The tank's covered green. The water is dirty. Poor filtration. There's acidic burns along the fish, and you know what happened? She just jumped in the hobby. She saw something on Craigslist. She bought it. She didn't do her research. She didn't do any of that. And now she's out about a couple $100 paying for all the stuff that went with it. The Oscar being the cheapest part of it. But look, guys, the point is, if you're new, please do your research. It's going to be easier on you, and it's easier on more mature fish keepers like me and some of the other people watching this video, because it's really cringy watching a new person get into the hobby. People say that you shouldn't blame them because they're new. Well, I am blaming them because that's a life. Like that thing exists. That thing has a spirit or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's living, and you're just taking away from it. You know, you're taking away life. You're sitting a fish in a glass box. Okay, that sounds terrible enough as is, and to be honest, as a fish hobbyist, that sounds kind of messed up, but that's what the hobby is. And it's living in this glass box. The least you could do is give it a nice, satisfying life. You know, feeding it, taking care of it, all that good stuff, making sure that its living conditions are great. Okay? Like a good example of poor quality in the hobby is the 1 inch per gallon rule. That is complete BS. That doesn't make any sense. So let's just, for instance, I don't know, so for a human, for every foot there is, that's 1 square foot of space that they should have. So imagine a room that you're in right now, okay? So right now I'm in a room that could almost perfectly fit this, because this room's a 10 by 10 room, a back room, okay? So now I'm 5 foot 11, and that's almost 6 feet. Well, yeah, it's a decent sized space, but could you imagine being trapped in here with no AC? Or AC acts as your filtration, maybe? You know, stuff like that, window, stuff like that. No food in here. See what I'm getting at? That's the analogy I'm trying to bring to you, and that's what people need to understand. So, like I said, it's just, this should be something that every beginning fish person should know. Like, they need to watch this video, and if you guys could help me out and share this video. This is more of a awareness video, and I need this. God, I really want this to get out to people, because it's absolutely sad seeing a fish that someone, first of all, paid $60 for. They put in a tank that's barely even set up, barely cycled, you know, and then they come back the next day to the store and be like, oh hey, well, my fish died, can I get a refund? Can I swap them out? And honestly, I don't think that person should get a refund or should get a swap out, because one, that could either be a fish that's going to die, and that money was completely wasted, and that life was completely wasted, that, you know, the fish killed. Look, if you guys don't like this video, that's fine. Okay, I know I'm being a little harsh, but I wish somebody showed me a video like this when I got started, because that would have kick-started me. I would have done a whole crap ton of research before I did something. And I did do a little bit of research, and even that little bit of research got me ahead. So guys, if you're going to get into this hobby, don't be lazy. Do your research. Learn your fish. Learn them, live them, love them. Okay guys, well, this has been Tyler from TCC. I have Facebook links, Instagram links in the description below. Give me a like, favorite, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to try and do more videos, and I think with the amount that I've been putting out lately is a pretty good pace. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Alright guys, take it easy. TCC out.